Mythical creatures. They're powerful, mysterious, dramatic, and oddly relatable. Some are noble protectors guarding ancient wisdom. Some are chaotic tricksters causing just enough trouble to keep things interesting. Some live quietly in the shadows, misunderstood but deeply important. And some? They show up, set the world on fire, and leave legends behind. Here's the twist. If MBTI personality types were mythical creatures, the matches would be dangerously accurate. Because just like personality types, mythical creatures aren't just about power, they're about vibe. How they move through the world, how others perceive them, and what kind of presence they leave behind long after they're gone. Today, we're breaking down all 16 personality types as mythical creatures, drawing from folklore, fantasy stories, books, and movies to capture the essence of each type. Quick disclaimer, this is all for fun. No dragons were harmed, no unicorns were offended, and if your type feels a little too accurate, well, that's between you and your inner legend. If you love creative MBTI metaphors that make you laugh, feel seen, and immediately want to argue in the comments, hit like, tap subscribe, and drop your type below. Because here on Personality IRL, we don't just analyze personalities, we turn them into stories worth telling. Alright, step into the realm, let's meet the creatures. These types are the ancient powers of the world, the ones civilizations are built around or terrified of. ISTJs resemble the dwarves of classic fantasy lore, steadfast, traditional, unshakably loyal. Dwarves value structure, craftsmanship, and honor above all else. They guard ancient halls, keep traditions alive, and do not abandon their posts. Like ISTJs, they are often underestimated as rigid or stubborn, but they are the backbone of the realm. When chaos breaks out, they are the ones still standing, hammer in hand, doing what needs to be done. ESTJs are griffins, half lion, half eagle, built to command respect. Griffins are symbols of authority, protection, and order. They guard treasures, enforce boundaries, and make sure rules are followed. You don't question a griffin, you listen. ESTJs bring that same commanding presence. They keep systems running, enforce structure, and protect what matters. To some, they feel intimidating. To others, deeply reassuring. INTJs are dragons, not the loud, rampaging kind, but the ancient, intelligent ones that hoard knowledge instead of gold. They observe, they strategize, they rarely act impulsively. When they do move, it's deliberate and often game-changing. People fear them, admire them, and rarely understand them. But dragons don't need to explain themselves. Their power speaks quietly and lasts for centuries. ENTJs are the dragons that rule kingdoms. They don't just possess power, they wield it with purpose. They lead armies, reshape landscapes, and impose order on chaos. When they arrive, things change fast. Some see them as overwhelming, others see them as necessary. Either way, ENTJs leave no doubt that they are in charge of the skies. The planners are the ancient forces that shape the world. Now let's meet the creatures who bring magic, emotion, and meaning. These types are the heart of the myths, the magic that keeps the world alive. ISFJs resemble household spirits like brownies or hobgoblins from folklore, quiet guardians of the home, loyal caretakers who protect through service, consistency, and devotion. They don't seek glory, but without them, everything falls apart. They are deeply magical in subtle ways. They fix what's broken, preserve what matters, and protect the people they love behind the scenes. INFJs are oracles, mysterious, insightful, often misunderstood. They see patterns others miss and speak truths people aren't always ready to hear. In myths, oracles are both revered and avoided. People seek their wisdom, but fear what it might reveal. INFJs carry that same energy, offering insight that can quietly change lives. ISFPs are forest elves, artistic, free-spirited, and deeply connected to the natural world. They move gently, live authentically, and resist rigid systems. Their power isn't dominance, it's presence. Beauty follows them wherever they go. They remind others that life isn't just about survival or success. It's about meaning, feeling, and being true to yourself. INFPs are unicorns, rare, idealistic, gentle, deeply symbolic. Some people doubt they even exist, but those who meet one never forget it. They carry purity of values, emotional depth, and an unshakable belief in goodness. The world tries to harden them, but they persist anyway. The feelers bring magic and soul. Now let's meet the creatures that bring chaos, movement, and adventure. These types are the legends people talk about. ESTPs are werewolves, bold, physical, adrenaline-fueled. They thrive in action and intensity. When things get dangerous, they don't freeze, they transform. Some people fear their impulsiveness, others rely on it. Either way, ESTPs bring raw energy that shifts the entire atmosphere. ESFPs are phoenixes, bright, emotional, impossible to ignore. They burn hot, feel deeply, and rise again no matter how many times they fall. They bring joy, drama, and renewal. When ESFPs enter your life, things feel more alive, and when they leave, you feel the absence. ENTPs are trickster gods like Loki or Hermes, brilliant, chaotic, clever. They challenge rules, poke holes in logic, and expose hypocrisy with humor. They don't break systems just to watch them burn. They break them to see what's possible. You might not always trust them, but you'll never forget them. ENFPs are fairies, whimsical, emotional, enchanting. They blur the line between chaos and magic, bringing wonder wherever they go. They inspire dreams, spark connections, and remind people that life doesn't have to be so serious all the time. The action seekers make the legends unforgettable. Now let's talk about the creatures that quietly keep the world in balance. These types don't chase glory, but without them, the story falls apart. ISTPs are wraiths, silent, precise, unseen until it's too late. Wraiths move through chaos without attachment, striking only when necessary. They don't announce themselves or explain their actions. Problems simply disappear when they're around, and by the time anyone notices, the wraith is already gone. INTPs are sphinxes, ancient, detached, intellectually dangerous. Sphinxes guard knowledge and challenge those who approach with riddles rather than answers. They don't force wisdom on anyone. They wait, observe, and ask questions that expose flawed thinking. Ignore them, and you learn nothing. Listen to them, and everything changes. ENFJs are archmages, wise, powerful, deeply attuned to others. In myth, archmages guide entire realms, shaping destinies through insight rather than force. They sense potential, strengthen alliances, and steer others toward their highest path. Their magic doesn't dominate, it uplifts. And the world grows stronger because they were there. ESFJs are hearthkeepers, warm, steady, community-driven. They preserve traditions, relationships, and a sense of belonging. While others chase adventure, ESFJs make sure there's still a home to return to. So, what mythical creature are you? Are you the ancient dragon watching from the mountains? The unicorn protecting your values? The trickster god shaking things up? Or the quiet guardian holding everything together? Every legend has a role. Every myth exists for a reason, and every personality type brings something essential to the story. Now it's your turn. Drop your MBTI type in the comments and tell us, do you agree with your mythical match, or would you choose a different creature? If this video made you laugh, feel seen, or secretly proud of your inner legend, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here at Personality IRL, we turn personality psychology into stories, metaphors, and moments that help you understand yourself and each other on a deeper level. Now go forth, mythical being, and try not to burn down the kingdom on your way out.